coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gators ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, it's Walton. He's past the marker. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right side, it's Walton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Solid pickup on that play.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gives it. Got an alley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Singleton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Singleton. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Needs it here on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick give. It's Walton. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Walton. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Hauls it in. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Carr. Rushes on. Reels it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 4th down, Carr. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jackson. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Breaks into the open. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Jones to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Pryor. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Mays. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Looking for room at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Cryer. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Deep in the end zone, it's Walton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for space, it's Young. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Out wide right, it's Walton. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Drops back on first down. Look out! That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Under pressure. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Throwing, Carr. Back's got it on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Long way to go on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Again, it's Carr. They're all over it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jones wants to throw it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running inside, it's Pryor. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Straight ahead, it's Walton. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cyclones with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Second and long here. Jones to throw. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 23 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the option. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Pryor. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Gators. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Walton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's got it on the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Carr. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Give to the running back. There he goes. Got the first down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
From deep, it's Mays. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The play fake. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes the grab in their space. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Trying to move them on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Walton. Got room at the 35. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Back and forth they go as these two high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Mays. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the return, it's Walton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Here's Carr to throw. Rolls right. Throws into the middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds his man. It's Barres. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He's changing the play. From the gun on third down, Carr. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Kick is in the air. Searching for space. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Second down, going to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They kick it away on fourth down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, it's Walton. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Based on what we've seen, if you like offense, this is the game for you, and we've got a big fourth period waiting. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the field.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quick give. It's Walton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Carr. Quickly complete. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Right back to it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. You can have an explosive all-purpose back, but this Irish line performing the way the great Aaron Taylor did back in the day to give them time for these big plays.
Yeah, and you could go down the list and name so many great offensive linemen at Notre Dame. Year after year, they put guys in the NFL, and they build a brand of physicality and make holes for guys like this, and that's why he's putting up so many big numbers. He's got a great group of big boys up front paving the way.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
Here we go. Ready, go, go.
Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The run inside. It's Walton. Plows through the defense. He's got enough. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They move on top here in the fourth. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mays. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Jones to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They want to run this quarterback. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock.
Got some room in to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Jones wants to throw it. Looking long. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, it's the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Walton. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run him again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Carr. Buying time to his right. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Running inside. It's Pryor. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. In the backfield, it's Clark. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to Ball. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Pryor. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So Then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Baugh again. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look